we mentioned that like news is always constantly developing when it comes to this day and age of coronavirus. And how do you feel about literally today that gyms are opening up in California, and we're gonna go back to things as normal. But when looking at the number and the data, it's like I think California is one of the first 7 states to have a discernible increase in coronavirus cases, while we're all trying to figure out how to reopen. So how do you
Yeah,
feel about that? Like it just I feel like it's almost every week there's like something that the World Health Organization is saying that conflicts with the CDC, and there's of course like the differences between Chinese like Chinese reporting versus the US reporting, and I'm just like, what am I supposed to believe right now? So I'm just kind of like, you know what? I'm just gonna just keep wearing the mask until something that's like an ethical treatment, or I wouldn't say antidote, but like oh, what's that word? And hi. Going back, it's like I was like, I'm gonna still wear a mask and I'm gonna do all the precautions, but like until that there's a treatment or a vaccine, I'm just like that. I'm just gonna still be doing those things. And how do you feel about
yeah,
all like this kind of mishmash of like all of these health experts and civic leaders saying one thing and versus the other and versus the numbers, almost like what medical professionals are saying. So
yeah. You know, a lot of businesses are opening up today. Restaurants, gyms, some
mhm,
bars, and I do think it's a little bit premature because, like you said, the numbers, especially in LA, are still going up.
mhm.
Um, and I think the decision, and I mean, this is me speculating here. I think the decision was made because of the economy's been just so darn hurt by everything being shut down, and
Mhm,
I feel like there's a lot of pressure from business owners and chamber of commerce and city council members who are business owners
mhm.
to open up their businesses again, and just go on as business as usual. But I don't think we're quite ready, and maybe I'm just maybe I'm being a pessimist, but
Yeah.
I think it's too soon. I think it's too soon, and I think we should wait until we get a vaccine before we start acting like it's January 1st, 2020 again.
Yeah. I didn't notice that Gan Korean barbecue,
God.
the restaurant in Alhambra, like I have a friend, oh well, Facebook friend that is a nurse in that works in the medical field, and he went to the restaurant, and he was just, I think he just kind of done it as a goof, just to see how it'd be like, how everything um would be organized. And it's like just thought, this is weird. there
I
Yeah, there are
I
places that use mannequins to help social distance, and I don't think Gen was doing that, but it did look, it looked kind of weird. It's like, oh well, this kind of looks like a normal day, but at the same time looks like our time right now is coronavirus.
Yeah, I drove by. I was driving through Main Street last Saturday, and outside of Gen, and wow, the line was so long. It didn't look like there was any social distancing going on. I don't know what it looked like inside.
So, oh yeah, we were talking about the reopening of basically not just California but other states, and it's just kind of, for me, the way I feel is just that it's just there's no consistency of plans almost, and it almost seems that it's interested in 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 some core things that you said. It's like it's economy based. It's based on businesses need to go back to work, or people are hurting financially, which those are very valid reasons. But
Yeah.
to not have kind of a clear and concise way of understanding like how people that could be compromised, like immune compromised or older than past 60 can be affected, so
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely. And we began this conversations talking about what's the best method for communities to police themselves or provide
Hmm.
services for themselves. It varies from city to city and from state to state. So which is
Hmm.
why we're seeing, and it's true, some states might be better off than California, but
Hmm.
I don't think I can't speak to those states. I don't think LA is quite ready yet.
Yeah, and I do have family in the southern Nevada area. I was just like thinking, well, to some degree, LA is more packed than Nevada, and if you're not in the hotel industry, you are kind of spread out. But
Mm,
it does scare me that they still they're still gonna organize a in-person graduation for my nephew, and I'm just like, why? That doesn't
wow.
sound 100% safe. And I know, like in the Alhambra school district, they just kind of wrapped up their drive-through graduation. So but my thing is like maybe there's two different situations. We're more urbanized, where our density is much more higher than it is in, say, like um the Las Vegas Clark County area. It's like it's more
Mm,
spread out. And so I just
yeah.
kind of hope that city leaders kind of understand. But that hope kind of burnt up when the Anderson Cooper and the mayor of Las Vegas had that conversation, trying to use Las
Oh,
Vegas as a test bed for for coronavirus. I'm like, oh my god.
oh, I missed that one. That sounds interesting.
It was a rough 45-minute interview that
Hmm,
I felt. So if you know anything about that Las Vegas area, the city of Las Vegas is not technically the Las Vegas people visit or known. From McCarran Airport all the way to the stratosphere, that is technically another unincorporated space that has its own police, own city structure and everything. Las
hmm,
Vegas, the city of Las Vegas is not is the most I think the most northern part, and it's different from the where all the tourists goes to. So
hmm.
I think she's kind of hurting, um or she kind of sees the numbers in the sense that it's like, if casinos close, that there's less tax revenue, so
Yeah.
I guess there is a form of understanding there
Hmm.
when it comes to some cities wanting to open up again. So
Definitely.
yeah, it's gonna take me a while to go back to the gym. as as much as I love the gym.
uh, Definitely, yeah. It's been tough. I've been running around my neighborhood and going to Almanzar Park, and
Yeah.
they're still, the play areas are still surrounded by caution tape, and there are
Hmm.
masks still there are signs urging folks to wear masks everywhere.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, I really do love local parks for that.
Hmm. The
Um,
the outlet for exercising. And I think at this point it's like, if I do go back to LA Fitness, I'm just like, I just want to see if some of the people that work there are okay. I'm just be like checking it. It's like, I'm not here to work out, but I want to check, hey, are people still around?
yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, hello, welcome to another podcast. This is the Brian Kim podcast, I guess. I shit name, by the way. You probably figure something better down the line. But my as I mentioned before,